Hey everyone, you know me, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. And today you can see I've got there's about 2.5 gallons in each bucket. I've got the Green Dragon and I boosted it with the Dragon Fire. Got my fiber pad and some Iron Man pads. And when I say I boosted, I know someone's going to ask the ratio. And what I did was in each bucket I put 3 scoops of Green Dragon, which is 2-ounce scoopers, so 6 ounces of Green Dragon, and 2 ounces, 1 scoop of the Dragon Fire. I know you can't tell, but these carpets are really, really soiled. If you go back, this is part 2. You can see all the traffic and spills, and if you go back and watch part 1, look at that overhang. Oh my gosh, I almost banged my head on that. Yeah. But anyway, if you go back and look at part 1 of this video on the pre-vacuum, you can see there was a lot of debris. I had to use a broom and kind of broom the edges out to get it out in the middle of the floor so the sanitaire could pick it up. And my cord was not long enough to reach all the way to the back bedroom. But the beauty of this job was, I told the guy, because it was pretty soiled, he told me when I got there that the original owner of the house, was renting, they're moving out. Told him when he moved in, since he had dogs, he wasn't going to change the carpets, but that the carpets were in need of being changed. They were about 18 years old. So we'll see what we can do with it. It looks like a nylon polyester blend. So let me get this situated. This is the Mytee ECO 14-inch Pro Lite. All the equipment and pads and products that I use come from endcapstore.com. And the end cap just means encapsulation. They do a lot of encapsulation products. And whether it's polymer, dries to a polymer, or dries to a crystal, like the Green Dragon and the Dragon Fire, they both dry to a crystal, so there's no soap in them. One's oxy boosted, so there's a little peroxide in it, which is all part of the powder. And I did have to wait when I got here because I was filling up in the tub downstairs here in the basement with 2 buckets. And I asked the guy, I said, "You guys not have hot water?" And he said, "Oh my gosh, my wife's upstairs cleaning the stove and some other components, and so she filled the tub up with hot water, and she's soaking stuff in the tub to get through it quicker." So I couldn't believe it took that hot water heater about a good 30 minutes to warm up. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I'm going to go ahead when I get back to the shop or back home and in my little shop there. I have 2 of those 1500 watt bucket heaters I used to use for steam cleaning. Look at that. That's the fiber pad. Now you could see the Neptune pads hold up a lot better. You know, I'll go through one fiber pad, I'm flipping it over, and I'll probably come back through the traffic area down there on the left. But these fiber pads, they're good for one shot with the Mytee. It just tears them up. And so that's kind of a problem. But I'll probably try the Neptune pad, planetary pad. I think you may have seen me use it in the Auric video a couple videos ago. I got a chance to rinse it out in the utility sink in my garage. Oh my gosh. I mean, it held so much soil. And it rinsed out so much easier than the regular 3M white pads or any fiber pads I've ever used before. So, and the other thing was, it moved across the delicate wool carpet easily. It did no damage. And the best thing of all is it held its firm shape. So I'll be able to use that pad again. And the Neptune pads are like $5 a piece. I think for $20 you get a box of 5, which is cool. I always sometimes turn to the brush instead of the pads because it's more cost effective to just use the brush. You can go for, gosh, I've had mine for years. And also I am doing that new method with the Auric. And it's basically encapsulation. I'm just waiting. I want to get Awesome End Cap, get a case of that ordered in. And I think when I use the Auric Orbiter and the green brush, I'm going to use the Awesome End Cap. And then I'm going to, because all I'm going to do is pre-vacuum really good, spray it pretty heavy with the Awesome End Cap. And then I'm going to agitate with the Auric green brush or the black brush if it's a delicate fabric. And then I'm going to use my Vac-Master HEPA system. It's got a 2-stage vac. You'll see that I use it here as well. And post-vac with it. And that's it. So it'll be just encapsulation, no pad. If I do need a pad, occasionally I may throw a pad on just to mop some dirty areas up if it doesn't agitate it all out. Save the vacuum from having to suck up any difficult areas. And I also am going to use the Neptune pad in the process. So if it's commercial and flat carpet or delicate carpet, instead of using the brush, I'll use the Neptune pad. So this job's coming out absolutely incredible. And I had pre-sprayed everything with my work sprayer, and you could see I used almost 5 gallons on this area down here, probably 1,000 square foot. And the reason I can use more is 2 reasons. I'm going over it twice. I'm doing it with a fiber pad. Look at that. Wait till I mop that up. Oh my gosh. And I'm using the Iron Man 100% cotton pads. And I'm going to go through, we'll use a couple of these pads, flip them over. Look at that. That's just after padding it. And this guy said they were going to replace these carpets. Wait till you see what the shop vac does. I'll spare you the work showing it to you, but I'll show you the picture after. And I had pre-sprayed, like I said, all of the areas heavily, which gives it even more dwell time. The stairs were really bad, and if you look at them right now when I'm getting ready to use my handheld orbiter, and I'm going to put a zinger pad on, most of the soil has already dissolved in the chemical, and it's still a little damp to the touch, which is what I want. I don't want it. That's why I sprayed it extra heavy. Look at that. That is a Christmas miracle. This is Christmas Eve. For real. Anyway, this handheld orbital came from Harbor Freight, one of my longtime 15-year clients. I clean their house every year. Watches the videos and some other carpet cleaning videos, and she saw somebody using that instead of the one I use. So she bought that for me. Look at the results. My goodness. And by the way, the one I use for the stairs is 1,000 to 3,500 RPM. I fluctuate in between there. When I'm done, I do have to get a microfiber damp cloth, wipe down the wall boards because it'll flick up any hair, any particles that are loose. So there you go. That's part 2. It is an absolutely beautiful day, and I appreciate you spending the time with me.